Now, the departed ideologue of Telangana Rashtra Samiti, he says, war-like situation would be inevitable if the Sri Krishna committee fails to give a report in line with the aspirations of Telangana. War-like situation is going to be inevitable. That's what he says. Now, the vandalism, arson, disturbances, you can have a look at. Now, one of the leaders of this agitation, he says, Sonia Gandhi will be dragged in the streets, in the bazaar, if Telangana is not granted. Bazaar ki idistamu annaru. Manchi మాట. Look at this. Now, if these people are allowed to do what they are saying, if these people are allowed to do what they are saying, if people like you from the civil society, from say people like respectable people like Kuldeep Nayarji and the fourth estate, the media, if you are not there, you know what will happen? These people want to cut the tongues of people who are arguing in favor of the united Andhra Pradesh. Imagine, after this speech, we all go out and if they have their run, I will not have a tongue, Anjaney Reddy will not have a tongue, Narra Madhava will not have a tongue, Narasimha will not have a tongue, Kumar Chaudhary will not have a tongue, Venkataya will not have a tongue, Yashasri will not have a tongue, and Professor Murali will not have a tongue. We won't have a tongue. Subbarao will not have a tongue. This is what they want to do. Now, the kind of poison that is being spread among people, this is a classic example. This leader says, Telangana wale jago, Andhra wale bhago. कहाँ भागना है? क्यों भागना है? ये देश हमारा है, ये प्रांत हमारा है, ये राज्य हमारा है, ये शहर हमारा है. भागना है क्या? क्यों भागना है? कौन होता है तो हमको भागने के लिए बोलने के लिए? But nobody is there to ask like this. Nobody is there to question. I am able to say these few words because I am gaining a little bit of a courage because Nair Sabha is here. You're all here. Otherwise, no. These people will cut my tongue and axe me and not let me go around. This is the kind of democratic setup that they are taking advantage. Now, let's come to the kind of political discrimination that they are talking about. I want all of you to understand that Telugu people have always lived together. Always. Even during the Nizam, sir, Kuldeep Nair sir, even till 1850, all the regions of Telugu speaking people were under the Nizams. And the Nizam had, in lieu of the kind of money that he had to pay to the British, had ceded some of the regions from 1850 onwards, which means that the so-called Nizam Telugu region and the rest of Telugu region were separated only for a brief interregnum of about 150 to 180 years, nothing more than that. But here is somebody who comes and says we have nothing to do with the rest of the Telugu speaking people, we are culturally different, we are historically never together, which is a lie. Here I have to make a point. There is an impression that is being created in the state of Andhra Pradesh as well as outside that whoever is advocating for the separate Telangana state is a well-wisher of Telangana. Please mark this. Whoever is advocating creation of a separate Telangana state is a well-wisher of Telangana, and whoever is opposing the creation of Telangana is an enemy of Telangana. No, it is not true. Advocating a separate state for Telangana is not necessarily in tune with the welfare of Telangana. Somebody who wants the creation of Telangana state need not be the well-wisher of Telangana, I can tell you that. Somebody who is saying that Andhra Pradesh should stay united is no enemy of Telangana. In fact, the greatest son, one of the greatest sons of Telangana who ruled the entire country as the Prime Minister was a lover of Telangana, but he stood very solidly like a rock for the integrated Andhra Pradesh, T.V. Narasimha Rao. He was a son of Telangana, a lover of Telangana, its culture, its cuisine, its history, its folklore and everything, but he wanted that Telugu people should stay together and Telangana interests will be catered to, will be served. Telangana will develop, Telangana will progress only in a united Andhra Pradesh. That was his motto. He stood for it. He sacrificed his chief ministership also for that. Therefore, the reasons that are being advanced by the separatists have no economic basis, as we have shown, have no political basis, as we've shown, have no cultural basis, have no historical basis. It does not have a basis even in common sense. It has a basis only in violence and intimidation. By muzzling the voices, sane voices who would come up and say, let's all stay together. This workshop is organized to show that the argument that is being advanced by the Telangana separatist leaders is false. There is a strong case for continuation of Andhra Pradesh as a state. Then, lastly, the essential defining principle of the Indian Republic is linguistic state. Other than the Hindi speaking, Hindi knowing states. If you want the linguistic states to be divided, have a debate, have a discussion, have a brainstorm. Gather people from all across the country and talk about it, think about it, strategize on it, then decide. Nobody is saying no to it. Think about it. Have an SRC, no SRC, Planning Commission or National Integration Council, whatever. But you cannot divide a state simply because a few people burn buses, a few people call for a bandh, a few people threaten to resign. Please don't do that. If language is not the basis of organizing the political map of India, what is the alternative? The alternative is caste, religion, plains versus hills. What is the alternative? How are we going to organize the political map of India is the question that is put to you from Vishalandra Mahaasabha in this forum. Leadership has taken very firm stand earlier, which is missing today. This is what Mrs. Gandhi had to say. It was an uncompromising stand.